The night sky above the research station glimmered with countless stars, but Hae Kim's eyes remained fixed on the flickering holographic display. Her fingers danced across the quantum interface, translating a series of complex mathematical patterns that most scientists would have dismissed as random noise. Outside the reinforced glass walls, the Antarctic research base stood silent. Only the soft hum of advanced computing systems broke the stillness. Hae had been working for months, tracking an anomaly that sent chills down her spine, a cosmic wave of unprecedented destructive potential. Her colleague, June Park, entered the room with 2 steaming cups of coffee. He knew better than to interrupt her concentration. Years of working together had taught him that Hae's insights often came from moments of absolute focus. "Something's different," she muttered, her eyes never leaving the display. The data showed a pattern unlike anything humans or alien civilizations had ever encountered. A quantum resonance wave that could theoretically destroy technological infrastructure across multiple galactic regions. Most scientists would call it impossible. Hae knew it was real. She began preparing a comprehensive report, knowing full well that the Interstellar Communication Council would likely ignore it. Humans had always been viewed as the underdogs of galactic civilization, primitive, technologically inferior, and hardly worth serious consideration. Using a secure quantum communication channel, Hae transmitted the initial findings. The encryption was complex, designed to bypass standard alien communication filters. Hours passed. No response came. June watched her carefully. "They'll dismiss it again," he said quietly. Hae's lips pressed into a thin line. "They always do." The research had consumed her entire career. Multiple international scientific teams had contributed to this research, pooling resources and analyzing the smallest fragments of data. Each piece of evidence pointed to an inevitable conclusion. A cosmic threat was approaching and no one was listening. Her computer generated another simulation. The potential destruction was catastrophic. Entire technological civilizations could be wiped out in microseconds. The wave would target complex technological systems, breaking down quantum structures that formed the foundation of advanced civilizations' infrastructure. Another transmission, another silence. The Galactic Council, composed of 7 advanced alien civilizations, continued their routine diplomatic exchanges. They saw humans as curious but ultimately irrelevant. Earth's warnings were treated like background noise, insignificant, chatter from a young, inexperienced species. What they didn't know was that humans had been preparing, quietly, strategically. Hae's team had developed a unique quantum cancellation technology. It was complex, almost impossible to understand for those without deep technological insight. The mathematical models were so intricate that they looked like random patterns to anyone not specifically trained to interpret them. As dawn broke over the Antarctic research station, Hae made a final decision. She would send one last comprehensive report. Every detail, every calculation, every potential scenario would be meticulously documented. The transmission was sent. Somewhere in the vast cosmic darkness, alien communication networks briefly registered the incoming data. Most systems automatically classified it as irrelevant, filtering it out without a second glance. Little did they know that this ignored message would become the most important communication in galactic history. June placed a hand on Hae's shoulder. "Get some rest," he suggested. She nodded, her eyes still reflecting the complex holographic projections. The cosmic wave was coming, and humanity was ready. In that moment, surrounded by advanced technology and years of research, Hae Kim represented something more than just a scientist. She was a guardian, watching, waiting, preparing for a threat that no one else could see. The stars outside continued to shine, unaware of the approaching storm that would soon redefine everything known about technological survival and interstellar communication. The first signs of disruption appeared quietly, almost imperceptibly. Distant communication networks began experiencing strange interference. Alien monitoring stations reported unexplained signal degradations that their best technicians couldn't explain. June Park sat in the Global Monitoring Center, his eyes tracking multiple holographic displays. Each screen showed different technological systems experiencing microscopic failures. Most would have missed these tiny anomalies, but not him. Not after what Hai had discovered. Thousands of miles away, in the Antarctic Research Station, Hai continued her calculations. Her fingers moved rapidly across quantum interfaces, tracking the approaching wave with mathematical precision. The cosmic disruption was no longer a theoretical concept. It was becoming real. Alien civilizations continued their daily routines. Advanced societies with technologies centuries beyond human understanding remained blissfully unaware. Trading routes continued. Diplomatic meetings happened. Complex machines hummed across multiple star systems. They didn't know what was coming. The quantum wave moved silently through space. No traditional detection systems could track it. It wasn't a physical object. It wasn't radiation. It was something entirely different. A fundamental disruption of technological quantum structures. June's communication device chirped. A message from Hai. Acceleration detected. Estimated impact, 72 hours. He understood immediately. The wave was moving faster than their initial predictions. Across various alien territories, small technological glitches began appearing. A communication satellite would momentarily freeze. A complex navigation system would show incorrect coordinates. Transportation networks would experience brief, unexplained interruptions. Most technological experts dismissed these as minor system errors. They were wrong. Hayes' team had been preparing. While other scientific groups focused on traditional defensive strategies, they had developed something unique, a quantum cancellation protocol that could potentially neutralize the approaching wave. The technology was so complex that most scientists would have called it impossible. It relied on understanding quantum mechanics at a level few humans, or aliens, could comprehend. In the Global Monitoring Center, June watched the first serious signs of disruption. Entire communication networks began experiencing systematic failures. Not complete breakdowns, but calculated, precise interruptions that suggested something was systematically testing technological infrastructures. It's scanning, he whispered to himself. The cosmic wave was essentially probing defenses, understanding technological structures before its complete assault, like an intelligent predator studying its prey before launching a final attack. Alien. Civilization leadership remained unconcerned. Their advanced monitoring systems showed nothing significant. They continued diplomatic meetings, trade negotiations, and routine galactic operations. Hay knew better. Her team had been tracking the wave's unique quantum signature. It wasn't just a destructive force. It was almost intelligent in its approach. Systematically identifying and targeting complex technological systems across multiple star systems. June began implementing emergency protocols. Most would seem unnecessary to outside observers. Backup systems, isolated communication networks, quantum-shielded data storage, preparations that seemed excessive, but would prove crucial. The first major technological collapse happened in a remote alien research station. An entire complex of advanced computing systems simply stopped functioning. No explosions, no visible damage, just complete, instantaneous technological death. By the time alien leadership realized something was wrong, it would be too late. Hay looked up from her calculations, a strange mix of scientific excitement and human concern crossing her face. Years of research, countless ignored warnings, and now, the moment of truth was approaching. The quantum wave moved closer, silent, precise, unstoppable. The world watched as humanity's most complex strategic operation began. June Park stood at the Central Command Center, coordinating global technological defense protocols. Around him, screens displayed complex quantum networks, each representing a potential salvation for different alien civilizations. Hai Kim's quantum cancellation technology was no longer just a theory. It was humanity's lifeline for multiple species. Across the galaxy, alien communication networks had collapsed. Their most advanced technological systems were nothing more than expensive metal and circuit debris. Entire civilizations that once mocked human capabilities now desperately waited for a solution. Initiating global quantum stabilization, June announced, his voice calm and precise. Thousands of human engineers worked simultaneously across different geographical locations. They weren't just saving their own planet, they were becoming the unexpected saviors of multiple alien civilizations. The first intervention targeted the most critical technological infrastructures. Communication networks began slowly rebuilding, not through traditional methods but using human-developed quantum adaptive protocols that could reconstruct complex systems within minutes. Alien representatives watched in disbelief. The same species they had consistently ignored and marginalized was now their only hope of technological survival. Human engineers worked with mathematical precision, rebuilding entire communication networks that advanced alien civilizations couldn't reconstruct. Each intervention was like a surgical operation. Precise, calculated, intelligent. Hayes' team had developed something revolutionary. A technological adaptation protocol that could not just protect systems but actually improve them. Where alien technologies had failed, human innovations emerged as the ultimate survival mechanism. In the Global Command Center, real-time maps showed technological reconstruction happening across multiple star systems. Blue lines represented human intervention, slowly but steadily replacing the collapsed alien networks. June watched a senior alien representative approach him. The alien's technological pride was visibly shattered. "How?" the alien asked, his advanced translator struggling to communicate the mixture of desperation and confusion. June simply smiled. "We prepared. While others ignored the warnings, we studied. We calculated. We understood." The quantum wave that was supposed to destroy everything had become the catalyst for humanity's greatest technological achievement. They weren't just surviving, they were demonstrating their true potential. Massive reconstruction efforts began. Human engineers worked alongside confused alien technicians, teaching them adaptive technological strategies they had never considered. Universities that once taught traditional technological development now became centers of quantum reconstruction. Young human experts became the most sought-after problem solvers in the galaxy. He continued monitoring global systems. Each intervention was another proof of human capability. Mathematical models that were once dismissed as theoretical were now saving entire civilizations. The strategic intervention wasn't just about saving technology. It was about proving humanity's worth. Alien leadership conferences became dominated by human representatives. Their mathematical models, their innovative thinking, their ability to adapt became the new standard of technological development. "We didn't just survive," Hay told a group of alien scientists. "We evolved." Every reconstructed system carried subtle human technological signatures: adaptive, intelligent, resilient. The quantum wave that was meant to destroy had instead become the greatest opportunity for technological transformation. Humanity had transformed from an ignored species to the galaxy's most critical technological partner. June looked at the global maps. Blue lines of human intervention continued spreading. Each line represented more than just technological reconstruction. They represented hope, progress, a new understanding of what intelligence truly meant. The intervention continued. Precise, unstoppable, human. The Galactic Conference Hall fell silent as Hai Kim approached the central platform. Alien representatives from 7 different civilizations watched her, their previous arrogance replaced by a mixture of respect and curiosity. Humanity had become more than just another species. They were now the architects of galactic survival. June Park stood at the back of the hall watching carefully. Years of preparation had led to this moment, a complete restructuring of interstellar relationships. The quantum disruption event had changed everything. Where once humans were considered primitive, they were now recognized as the most adaptable technological species in the known universe. Alien diplomatic protocols were being rewritten. Human scientists were no longer marginalized representatives, but key strategic partners. Each alien civilization now sought human expertise, desperate to understand the technological innovations that had saved them from complete destruction. "We are not here to conquer," Hay began, her voice clear and calm. "We are here to collaborate." The translation systems worked overtime, converting her words into multiple alien languages. But the message was universal. Humanity was offering partnership, not domination. Research centers across multiple planets began integrating human technological models. Young alien scientists studied human mathematical approaches, discovering entire fields of quantum mechanics they had previously overlooked. The galactic power structure had fundamentally transformed. Humanity was no longer at the bottom of the technological hierarchy. They had proven their worth through action, not just words. Alien trade routes were redesigned. Human engineers were now critical components of interstellar communication networks. Their adaptive technologies became the new standard for technological development. June watched as diplomatic agreements were signed. Each document represented more than just a legal contract. They represented a new understanding of intelligence and potential. The same civilizations that once ignored human warnings now sought their guidance. Technological reconstruction wasn't just about rebuilding systems, it was about reimagining what was possible. Universities across alien territories began offering human technological studies. Young alien students learned about human problem-solving approaches, mathematical modeling, and quantum adaptation strategies. "We prepared when others believed it impossible," Hay told a group of senior alien scientists. Her words carried the weight of their collective survival. Global human research centers became the most important institutions in the galaxy. Where once they were underfunded and overlooked, now they received unlimited resources and universal respect. The quantum wave that was meant to destroy had instead become the greatest opportunity for technological transformation. Alien leadership conferences became dominated by human representatives. Their innovative thinking, their ability to adapt, became the new standard of interstellar collaboration. Economic systems were restructured. Technological exchange programs were established. Humanity was no longer an isolated species, but a critical galactic partner. June looked at the global collaboration maps. Lines of communication and technological exchange spread across multiple star systems. Each line represented more than just data transfer. They represented hope, progress, a new understanding of collective survival. Young humans who were once considered insignificant were now leading interstellar research teams. Their mathematical models, their adaptive strategies became the blueprint for future technological development. The quantum disruption event had done what decades of diplomatic efforts could not. It had created true, meaningful collaboration between different species. Hay Kim represented more than just a scientist. She was a symbol of human potential, of what could be achieved through preparation, intelligence, and an unwavering commitment to solving complex problems. As the conference concluded, alien representatives approached human delegates, no longer with condescension, but with genuine respect and curiosity. The galaxy had changed. Humanity had proven its worth, not through conquest, not through aggression, but through intelligence, preparation, collaboration. A new chapter in galactic history had begun.